The MGM Theatre of the Air. Our stars this week, Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn. Now meet your host for the MGM Theatre, distinguished author and Vice President of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, Mr. Howard Deese.
Thank you. This week, our MGM stage features melodrama, a romance of the underworld, where love wears a bulletproof vest and lovers are torn from each other by the long arm of the law. The story of Ruby Adams and Eddie Hall is the story of a girl who faced danger and disgrace as the only means of holding the man she loved.
No, Eddie. Please. I'm afraid.
Afraid of what? Listen, the guy's a sucker. We can clip him for a fast 5 Gs. And with 5 Gs, we can get married. Well?
All right, Eddie. I'll do it. But you know what'll happen to both of us if anything goes wrong.
In one moment, Hold Your Man, starring Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn. This is the year 1931, the year of the Depression. Millions of people are jobless, penniless, and hungry. And some of these people, unable to make an honest living, have turned to a life of crime.
Stop! Stop, thief! Stop in the name of the law!
The man who is being chased down a shabby New York street by the police is a victim of the Depression. He is young Eddie Hall, and right now, Eddie is on the run.
Let's get in one of these apartments. Locked. They're all locked. He's here, officer. I seen him run in this house. I'll get him. This one's open. Now, if my luck holds, I'll be home. Hello? Anybody home? There's a fire escape in the back here. I'll try this door here. Oh, sorry, lady. That's the end. No fire escape. Maybe if I jump. No, I'd break both legs.
Hey, you!
Oh. Now, look, lady.
What do you think you're doing in here?
It was a mistake. Wrong door.
I'll say it was a mistake. A girl can't even take a bath without some big one barging in.
He's in here, officer. I seen him run in.
Here he is, and I'll find him if I have to search every slot in the place.
Oh. So that's it, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm looking for a thief. Stand aside, man.
Hop's next door on Mrs. Radigan's now, so he'll come here next.
Listen, you look like a nice kid.
Sure, I am nice as I have to be.
Listen, give me a break.
I aim to stay that way, too. I don't cross the law, so come on, beat it. Come on, now, get out of here.
Listen, please, look at me.
What do you think I'm doing?
I mean, look at me.
Well?
I'm not a thief. Do I look like a thief?
You look like a guy to me, like a million other guys.
I was hungry, see? Have you ever been hungry?
Thanks, Mrs. Radigan. I'll try this one here.
Okay, miss. Do you help me or do you let him put me away?
Well?
Only because I was hungry, mind you.
You don't look like a thief.
Open up in there. Open up.
Well?
I'm a fool, but okay, get in that bathroom.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
All right.
About time.
Well, officer, did I park my limousine next to a fire plug?
I'm looking for a cheap crook. One side now.
Have you got a warrant?
In this neighborhood, I need a warrant. Don't make me laugh. All right, now, where is he?
Where's who?
A cheap crook named Eddie Hall. What's the store here?
The bathroom, you must know, and there's no Eddie Hall in there, and that's,
Honey, if that's Williams from my office, tell him I'll be right out.
Sure, that's my husband.
Sure. It's your husband, huh? Well, we'll just see, huh? Hey, can't a guy shave without... Now, look, you made me get lather in my eye. Eddie, help me. Give me a towel. My eye. Here's the towel, mister.
Here, dear, let me help you.
I can get it now. Take a minute. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I thought that
Sure, you thought. I ought to go around to the station house and report you to the sergeant.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's line of duty. Well, I'll be going.
Ooh. Why, my knees knocking together.
You mean you were scared of a dumb cop like that?
Maybe you're brave, huh? Sure, now. When you came in here, you were on your knees.
I knew I had to con you fast.
Hey, you did, huh?
Sure, and it worked. Messy stuff, this cold cream.
Hey, did you use my cold cream?
Sure. And that dumb cop thought it was lather. Sure, and he didn't notice what I was shaving without a razor. What a cluck.
That was all the cold cream I had.
Forget it, kid.
Forget it. Listen, Eddie Hall, whatever your name is, in these times, cold cream don't grow on trees.
I said forget it. Here, take this $20. Get yourself some good cold cream.
Gee, thanks. Wait a minute. You said you weren't a thief. You were hungry.
Sure, and down in Washington, they say prosperity's just around the corner. When a guy can't get a job, what do you expect him to do, sell apples?
You are a crook. You tricked me.
Now, wait a minute, baby. Let's don't talk like that. What did you say your name was?
I didn't say.
Hey, you might as well tell me. I'll look on the mailbox downstairs.
Okay, it's Ruby Adams, and you can check it on your way out. All right, on your way.
All right, Ruby, if you say so. But you know something? Even in that old bathrobe, you look better than most dames that look in furs and lace. Come to think of it, haven't we met before? In a speakeasy called Balbo's?
Balbo's, huh? Was I with a guy named Mac?
Sure, baby. I knew we met.
Yeah, I've never heard of Balbo's, and I don't know any guy named Mac. Now get out of here.
Before I thank you for helping me? Now listen, Ruby, let's stop kidding around. The minute I saw you, I said to myself, this dame's for me. She knows it, and I know it. Right? So, let's have a kiss.
Now, you listen to me, Eddie Hall. That cop's still upstairs. You either start moving or I'm going to call him. Well?
Okay, baby. But I still say I know it, and you know it. And if you're ever around Balbo's, just tell him you're looking for Lucky Eddie Hall. I can't understand it, Ruby. Just what do you see in Balbo's?
It's a crummy joint, I guess, but I like it.
Sure, but every time we've been out for the last 6 weeks, there's always Balbo's. I'm proud of you. I'd like to take you to a nice place.
Yeah, I know you would, Al. Thanks.
I had some good news today.
That's nice.
Hey, every time we come to Balbo's, you always seem to be looking for somebody. And you're not even interested in my good news.
Oh, I'm sorry, Al. Sure, of course I am.
Well, I had a talk with the boss today. He's making me assistant manager. Pretty good, huh?
Hey, with this depression and so many people out of jobs, it's terrific. I'm glad for you, Al.
But, Ruby, that's not all. I went right out and put down the first payment on a bungalow in Queens. Maybe when you see it, well, I hope maybe you'll change your mind. Darling, please say maybe you will.
Oh, Al, I don't know what's the matter with me.
There's nothing the matter with you,
Yes,
Ruby.
there is. You're the nicest guy I know, or ever will know. And if I had any sense, I'd jump at the chance to marry you.
I guess things happen like that. Just like the way I love you and always will love you, no matter what happens. And I keep hoping maybe someday you'll change your mind and... No, Ruby, you're not even listening.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Al. I just spotted somebody.
Oh, you sure dress is flashy. A friend of yours?
Yeah, a friend. We went to school together.
Well, Miss Ruby Adams.
Yeah. I was just telling Al how we used to go to school together.
Oh, sure, to school,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, Al, this is Eddie Hall.
Hi.
Eddie Al Simpson.
Hi, Al. Well. Imagine seeing you, Ruby.
Yeah.
Can I get you a drink, Hall? Sure, thanks. Ryan Ginger. Well. Sure, it's been a long time since we've seen each other, Ruby. Just how long has it been?
Well, it's been,
Sure, since we were school kids together.
Yeah.
Remember? You know, Al, on a special occasion like this, I'm sure you won't mind, will you, if I have a dance with my old school chum? Well, of course, Hall, if Ruby
Oh,
doesn't...
no, Eddie. I couldn't dance to that music. I mean...
So we'll get some more music. Hey, Manny, some dance music. A waltz.
Yeah, but, Eddie...
Gee, Al, I appreciate this, but it's been so long since I've seen Ruby, you know. Here we go, Ruby.
You didn't have to drag me out of my chair.
Well. So you did look me up at Balbo's, huh?
I did not look you up. My friend just happened to bring me here.
Uh-huh.
There was something nasty about the way you said that, What did it mean?
Just means that I was right that time when I said that you're for me.
Oh. You think so? Do you?
I know so. Sure, like I said, I know it and you know it.
You hate yourself, don't you?
Not me. You see, the bartender tipped me you've been coming in here for the last 6 weeks. Every time you ask about me.
What if I did? Maybe I was hoping to find out you were in jail.
Maybe. You know, you're a sweet dancer, Ruby.
Well, thanks. It's nice of you to stop bragging about yourself long enough to pay me a compliment.
There's only one thing wrong with your dancing.
I should have known there was a catch.
I live right around the corner in the Norma apartment. Got a Victrola and a lot of swell dancing records.
Very interesting.
I didn't finish. I'd like to teach you some real dance steps. So why don't you shake this dope you're with?
Oh, to slap your face. Al Simpson's the nicest guy that ever lived.
Sure, but he's a dope. Shake him. Come on around to my place in the Norma. Tell the dope you got a headache.
Let go of my arm, please.
Okay, but why?
I'm going back to the table with Al.
Okay, baby, I'll go with you. Ruby, you didn't finish the dance.
Yeah, I know, Al.
Honey, your face is all flushed. Is something wrong? You got a headache?
No, it's my side.
Darling, I'm terribly sorry. I'll take you home right away, just as soon as I pay the check. Ah, come on now, Al. Let me pay the check, will you? Oh, I wouldn't think of it, Hall. You're Ruby's old friend, my guest. Then let's match for the check. Huh? Nope, I got a better idea. Just to make it interesting, let's match a polka dollar for the check and $20.
No, Eddie. Al doesn't know anything about gambling.
Please, Ruby, I'm not such an infant. How do you play this poker dollar, Hall? It goes by the serial number on the dollar bill. Say if the number contains 2 6s and 2 7s, you got 2 pairs. See, it's simple. Well, yeah. Well, here's $1. Let's see. Well, I have 3 7s and 2 4s. Oh, God, beginner's luck. Well, you got me, Al, but I'll look at mine just for the heck of it, huh? Hey, wait a minute, me, Al, but I'll look at mine just for the heck of it, huh? Hey, wait a minute. Look at this, will you? 5 9s, the highest you can get. Boy, what luck.
Sure, Eddie. What luck.
Well, here's your 20, Hall. I hate to take it from a friend of Ruby's. Here's your 20, Hall. I hate to take it from a friend of Ruby's. You know how it is. I'll just leave the waiter's money on the table. Come along, dear. Gee, Ruby, I do hope you won't have trouble with that side you complained about.
Don't worry.
Oh, but I will worry until I hear from you. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. You can reach me at the Norma apartment. Come in. Well, baby, I've been waiting for you.
You'll wait a lot longer if you got any funny ideas about why I came.
Baby, don't talk like that. Now, look, I got some rye and ginger setups all made for it.
I'd rather drink poison than drink with you. Now, you listen to me, Eddie Hall.
Sure, baby. Come over here on the couch. I'll listen to you all night.
It won't take me nearly that long to say what I got to say. I'll stand. Now, I want to ask you something, and don't lie to me.
Baby, I could never lie to anybody as beautiful as you.
Al Simpson is the swellest guy that ever lived. I just wish I had enough sense to fall in love with him. I'm not going to have Al swindled by a crook like you. Now, don't lie. That poker dollar trick you pulled on him was rigged, wasn't it?
Took me 6 months to find $1 with 5 9s on it. Sure, it was rigged.
So you admit it. All right. I'm going to give that money back to Al, and I'm going to tell him what a heel I've been. Come on, Eddie. I want that $20.
I figured you'd come around for it, baby, so I got it all ready for you. There's the 20 on the table there.
I don't believe you meant to give it back. You're a crook.
You see the dough on the table, don't you? I need it, too. I'm flat busted. Go on. Go on, take it.
All right, I will. But why?
Why did I take it from Al?
Yeah, Eddie, why?
Just to prove to you that he's a dope, like I said.
Al's a wonderful person. I wish I were good enough for him.
Don't fool yourself, baby. You're good enough for anybody. Now, you take that 20 and run on back to Al.
Yeah, I will. I ought to. Only...
Yeah, baby?
Well, I don't know why, Eddie. But you make me so mad I could pop.
I do?
So mad I could brain you.
Well, look, baby, I mean, I don't want to keep you if you got to rush off, but why don't you smoke a cigarette and tell me all about it?
Well, not but one, though.
Sure. Here. Here's a cigarette. Here's a light for you. There. Now, you were saying?
Well, somehow I couldn't forget that day you barged into my apartment with the cop chasing you. You said, look at me. Do I look like a thief?
Yeah, baby. And?
And you didn't, Eddie. You don't.
So that's why you kept looking for me at Balbo's, huh?
Well,
Sure it was. Look, baby, I'm not really a thief.
oh, Eddie. You're not? Honest?
No, wait a minute. I got a little racket, sure. But it don't work unless the sucker's got a streak of larceny in his own heart, see?
No, I don't understand.
Well, that's the old diamond ring and wallet trick. I spot a sucker coming, and I happen to pick up a wallet right in front of him. Well, there's a diamond ring in the wallet. I ask him to hold the wallet while I look at the ring. But there's also a bill of sale in the wallet, showing that the ring, which I got at the 5 and dime, cost 500 max. If the sucker's dishonest, he hides the bill of sale on me and he offers to buy the ring, see?
I see.
Usually I take him for everything he's got in his pocket, say up to $100. Usually the sucker don't squawk. It's just 1 in 1,000, like the day the cop chased me into your place. Well?
You're not as bad as I thought, Eddie.
I hoped you'd say that, baby.
Only I know jobs are scarce, and your racket isn't very dishonest. But couldn't you go straight?
Maybe it's my ambition to go straight someday. You see, my real love is flowers.
Flowers, Eddie?
Yeah, flowers. Roses, daffodils, lilies, all kinds of flowers. I've been nuts about them ever since I was a kid. If I ever get a stake, I'm going to buy myself a florist shop. I'll be fixed for life.
Oh, gee, Eddie. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. Now you know all about Eddie Hall. Still mad?
No. No, darn it. I wish I were.
I know, baby. I know.
Oh, Eddie. Why did it have to be you? Just like Al always said. He said when I did fall, it wouldn't matter whether the guy was right or wrong. I'd fall all the way.
And I'm the guy, huh?
You were right, Eddie. We've both known it from the beginning.
Maybe I won't be so wrong for you after all, huh? From now on, I'm going to be looking for my one big break. And baby, if I get it, you and I are going to buy that florist shop and settle down. Hey, baby, I'm home. Where are you?
Coming, Eddie, coming. Oh,
It's Slim. You know Slim, Ruby.
yeah, sure.
Hiya, Ruby.
Eddie, is anything wrong?
Wrong. Wrong, she says, huh, Slim?
Yeah, but you look so excited.
Sure he is. You'll be excited, too, when you hear.
Hold it, Slim. Let me tell it. Baby, that big break has just dropped into my lap.
Sure, Ruby, we ought to clear 3 G's apiece. Me and Eddie and Joe Dunn.
Hear that, baby? Maybe 3 G's apiece. And all because we happened to run into Slim's pal, Joe Dunn. Well, Joe's own boys were out of town on a job, so he told us we could come in with him. 3 G's, baby. What do you think?
I don't know, Eddie.
What do you mean you don't know?
For some reason, I'm scared.
Scared? You don't even know what the job is.
No, but I know it isn't your wallet and diamond ring trick. And that's what scares me. What is it, Eddie?
Listen, Ruby, this is a lead pipe cinch.
Sure, baby. Listen. Slim's pal Joe spotted a truck loaded with silk parked in a garage for the night. Well, I drive up to the front of the garage in Joe's car, see? And ask this garage man to tune up the motor. And Slim and Joe sneak in and drive the truck out the back way.
How's that, Ruby?
But what will the garage man do when he hears the truck being driven out?
That's the beauty part, baby. The garage man's as deaf as a post. Well, let's get going, Slim.
Eddie,
Yeah?
would you listen to me if I asked you not to go on this job?
And kick 3 G's out the window? Don't be silly. This is my big break.
No, I thought you wouldn't. Okay, Eddie, I'll wait here for you until you get back. Eddie? Oh, Slim, where is he?
Oh, that creep that Joe Dunn, a car he gave Eddie to drive was a hot car. The cops nabbed him before he got to the
I
garage.
don't care what happened, Slim. Where's Eddie?
Don't take me and Joe at it easy, Ruby. That deaf garage man, you remember? Yeah, only wasn't deaf. He shot Joe and he just missed me.
Where's Eddie?
He's in the clink, Ruby, the tombs. Told me to come and tell you. Figures to be in for 3 months, so he said if you want to sell all the stuff in the apartment and clear out, he'll understand.
Take me to Eddie, Slim. I gotta see him.
You can't see him now, Ruby. The cops will keep him on ice till his trial. But I can get a message to him if you want me to.
Yes, Slim. Please. When Eddie left this afternoon, I told him I'd wait here until he got back. Tell him I'll wait. If it's 3 months or 3 years.
Well, maybe 3 months in jail will be a lesson to Eddie Hall, and then again, maybe Eddie is one of those people who have to learn the hard way. We'll find out in a moment when we return to Hold Your Man, starring Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn. Now for Act 2 of the MGM Theatre of the Air drama, Hold Your Man, starring Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn. This is the day that young Eddie Hall, a victim of the 1931 Depression, comes home after 3 months in jail. Ruby Adams hopes that the jail sentence will have taught Eddie his lesson, and that Eddie will give up his life of petty crimes. But even with Ruby's hopes, there is fear. For now, as a jailbird, Eddie will have a harder time than ever when it comes to finding a job, especially since there aren't any jobs. But now she hears a welcome knock at the door.
Eddie. Eddie, darling.
Hiya, baby. You're looking great.
When you two stop looking at each other, maybe we can go inside.
Sure, Slim. Come on in.
Oh, Eddie. I'm glad to see you.
Looks great, don't he, Ruby? All that fresh air and exercise?
You're on a rock pile. Baby, what have you done to the joint?
You like it, Eddie?
Oh, sort of fancy, ain't it?
I thought the room looked bare without curtains, and I covered the chairs and bought the vases.
Oh, sure, looks great. You know, baby, you could have knocked me over when Slim told me you were keeping the place for me. Most dames would have sold the junk in here and cleared out.
You know I wouldn't do that, Eddie. I even saved a little money.
You saved what? How?
Didn't I tell you she got a job? Sure, working in a crummy laundry.
Slim, did you tell Eddie about Belson?
Belson? Who's Belson?
The guy that owns the crummy laundry, Waterhill.
So what, baby? What about this Belson?
Well, ever since I worked there, he's tried to get me to go out with him. He wanted to come see me up here. But I told him I lived here with my brother.
Been giving you trouble, huh?
Boy, yeah, I can handle him all right, though. But he's been a nuisance. But now that you're back, I'll look for another job.
Don't you worry, baby. I'm back now.
You know, I can't understand a creep like that. A married man. You know, it'd serve him right if some girl's brother did rough him up, and then... Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes, Slim?
What Ruby said a minute ago, Eddie. This guy Belson's a ripe apple. He's ready to drop right in our lap.
I don't get it.
Look, the guy owns the laundry. He's got dough. He's a low heel. He pesters all the girls. Ruby told me that.
Yeah, so?
So we'll teach him a lesson, and at the same time, we'll do ourselves about 5 G's worth of good. Listen, this can't miss.
Yeah, I think I'm beginning to get it. Sure.
Sure you are. Ruby invites the heel up here to the apartment, see?
Now, just a minute, Slim.
Hold it, baby. This is big.
But Eddie...
Go on, Slim.
Me and you hide down the hall till the heel gets in. Then we rush in, and you're Ruby's brother.
Eddie, you wouldn't.
The thing can't miss. The guy's got money. He's married. He can't afford a scandal.
No, I won't do it.
Sure, Slim, you're right. It can't miss.
Eddie, please.
Listen, baby, this is the big break I need. You and me and Slim will split 5 G's 3 ways. Me and you can get that florist shop.
Eddie, you've been in jail. Didn't it teach you anything?
You're darn right it did. It taught me I can't go back to my old ring and wallet trick because now I got a record, see? Sure, the cops will pick me up any time they find me hanging around a corner. So now I got to make my stake all at once, see? Get the dough I need and then go straight.
Oh, Eddie...
Listen, baby, that dough will not only buy us the florist shop, it'll also buy you a ring. And not one of the 5 and dime phonies either. You like that?
Yes, Eddie. More than anything. Oh, but please, I'm afraid.
Afraid of what? Listen, the guy can't squawk. He won't dare. And with 5 G's, we can get married. Well?
All right, Eddie. All right. But you know what'll happen to both of us if anything goes wrong.
Sure, I know what'll happen to us. Nothing, because this thing can't go wrong. There's no way it can go wrong. Okay, baby. Call your big shot laundryman and tell him to come up and see you. Been in there long enough, Slim?
Take it easy, will you, Eddie? The guy just went in the door.
Okay. Give me a cigarette.
What'd you do with the one I just gave you?
You just gave me one?
Sure I did. Look there on the floor. One puff and you put it out.
Guess I'm a little nervous.
I never saw you like this before. Hey, you're not in love with that dame, are you?
With Ruby, don't be a dope.
Good.
What difference would it make if I was?
Well, it's all right to pull a racket like this with a dame that don't mean anything to you, but If you loved the dame like she was your wife or your sweetheart, it wouldn't be right.
I see what you mean.
You don't love her, do you?
Didn't I just tell you not to be a dope? Now will you shut your trap about that?
Oh, sure, Eddie, sure. I'm sorry.
Come on, we're going in there.
We said we'd wait half an hour. He's only been in there 15 minutes.
Eddie, shut up and come on.
Okay, if you insist. All right, Eddie. When I open the door, we both rush in. Are you ready?
Open the door, will you?
You go.
Stop it. Stop it.
What's
Please.
going on in here?
Hey, who are these guys? Take your hands off her, mister.
This is Ruby's brother, and I'm his friend. That's who we are.
Eddie, I thought he'd never come.
I said take your hands off her, mister.
Well, sure. She said she had a brother, but I thought it was a guy.
She asked you to come up here and meet her brother, didn't she?
Well, sure, but the way she is... listen, fellas, I thought she was kidding. On a level, I don't want no trouble.
Yeah, suppose you tell that to the cops.
Oh, no, please. We can square this thing.
You square it with the cops. Stay here with Ruby, Eddie. I'll call my pal, the sergeant.
Hey, now, wait a minute, please.
Hold it, Slim.
Oh, Eddie, you said that...
Never mind what I said. Come here, baby.
Oh, Eddie, darling, I was so scared. He hurt my shoulder.
I
and-
wouldn't have let this happen to you, baby. I never will again. It's all right now.
Eddie, I better get the cops. Unless, of course, you're willing to let this guy pay you off.
Never mind the cops, Slim.
Hey, now, listen, fellas. I'll be glad to square this thing with you. Just tell me how much.
Get out of here, Belson.
Huh? Eddie, you mean without paying?
Get out, Belson, before I hurt you.
Sure, I'll get out, Eddie. I'll be glad to get out.
But, Eddie...
Shut up. It's all right now, baby. It's all right.
Eddie, the guy practically had his hand in his pocket. Of course, I didn't know you felt that way about her.
I didn't know it myself. Till I thought about her being in here with this guy.
Eddie, darling.
Hey, you two fellas. Maybe I ain't as dumb as you think I am.
What do you mean, Belson?
You're not this dame's brother. Oh, no. I could tell by the way you snuggled her up to you. You're not her brother.
Okay, so I'm not a brother. Now get out of here.
Oh, no, I don't.
I don't want to have to slug you.
Hey, listen. I gave this dame a ring, and I want it back.
I threw it on the floor. There, Eddie. There by the chair.
You threw it on the floor. Now I'll throw it out into the hall. Now after it, Belson, and keep going.
Okay. Don't have to get so tough.
Holy smoke, look at that.
Yeah. Tried to pick up the ring, and he's so drunk he fell flat on his face in the hall.
Holy smoke, he's out cold.
Eddie, you suppose he's hurt?
Who cares? You and me have got more important things to think about. Come on, baby. We're going somewhere.
Going somewhere. Now?
Right now.
Yeah, but I look a fright. Look, my dress is torn, my hair's all rumpled.
You can primp in the taxi, baby. We're going down to the city hall to get a marriage license. Ready?
I've been ready and waiting a long time.
Slim, there's a preacher down the next block.
Yeah?
Tell him to get all set up. Me and Ruby will be back in an hour. Let's go.
Okay, Eddie. Hey, wait a minute. Look.
You know, looks like the guy did hurt himself at that.
Eddie, that's blood.
Sure. He must have hit his head when he fell. You want me to roust him up and get him out of here?
Let him sleep it off. The janitor will take care of him. I got to make a quick trip downtown to the future of Mrs. Eddie Hall. How do you feel, baby?
About 90 miles high, Eddie. I'm walking way up there in the clouds.
Yeah, and I'll try to keep you walking up there, too.
Eddie, you really mean that you want to go straight?
Sure. All I needed was somebody like you to make me see it. Of course, things will be tough right at first.
Well, we won't mind that. With this depression and so many other people out of jobs, we'll just be like everybody else.
Oh, no, baby. Not us. We'll have each other.
And we'll find jobs, Eddie, somehow. We'll save money, and someday...
Sure. Someday we'll have that little flower shop. We won't stop there, either. We'll have 2 shops, maybe more. And someday it'll be Eddie Hall, the cut flower king. Think I sound too boastful?
No, of course not. We got to dream about what we want. Otherwise, we won't make ourselves go out and get it. Eddie, those people.
That's full Slim. Do you suppose he...
Suppose what?
No. Oh, it couldn't be. We don't know this many people. I've seen him here in front of our building. I thought maybe Slim invited the neighborhood to the wedding.
All right, stand back, all of you now. Stand back. Watch
Eddie,
it.
a cop.
Yeah, baby. More in the hall. I got a funny feeling.
Yeah, Eddie. What is it?
I don't know, but when a guy gets a record like I got, Cops scare him pretty easy. Look, baby.
Yeah?
You're in the clear, so you don't have to worry. Snoop around the edge of that crowd to see what it's all about.
Will you wait here for me?
No, baby, I can't. Something tells me I better lamb out of here till we find out the score.
Eddie, all of a sudden I'm scared.
There's nothing to be scared of, honey. It's just that I can't afford to take chances.
Have you got our marriage license?
Sure, I've got it. Right here in my pocket. Why?
Let me keep it, Eddie, will you?
Sure, if you want. Sure, if you want to. Why?
I don't know. It's a funny feeling.
Yeah, baby. Now, look. As soon as you find out what's going on, step around the block and I'll meet you in the drugstore on the avenue.
All right, Eddie. Bye.
Bye.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, officer.
I suppose it's wasting my breath to ask, but has anybody here seen the occupant of apartment 2A?
That's Eddie.
Well, so you've seen him, huh, miss?
No. No, I mean, why do you want him?
He's wanted on a little legal matter.
He hasn't done anything. I know he hasn't.
Sure, you know he hasn't done nothing, but will the jury know it?
Jury.
Wait a minute. I know you. Your picture's in Eddie Hall's apartment.
No, it isn't. I mean,
Just a minute now. Don't give me no trouble.
hands off me.
Your name's Ruby Adams, ain't it?
Take your hands off me.
Answer me. You're Ruby Adams, right?
All right. What if I am? Haven't done anything. Sure, I'm Ruby Adams.
As Ruby Adams, you're under arrest.
Arrest? But
I
I...
arrest you as the accomplice of Eddie Hall, wanted as the murderer of Joseph Belton.
All right, Ruby, you can come out now. Mrs. Wagner. Is it Eddie? Eddie? You know Eddie Hall. The man I'm supposed to marry. I told you about it when I came here.
No, Ruby, the police haven't found Eddie yet. This way.
It's time to go a long way in now. I hope they'll never find me.
Maybe things would be better if he gave himself up, got it over with.
No, he didn't kill Belton. He didn't.
Well, you and Eddie were running a badger game on Belton. You admitted that at your trial.
He didn't catch him himself.
There was nobody at your trial to back up that statement, Ruby. Neither Eddie nor that other man.
Lamb.
Yeah, I believe that was his name. But I'd try to forget it all if I were you. Besides, I have good news for you. You have a visitor.
You seen my Mrs. Wagner? You know who it is?
Oh, yes. We usually do know about visitors here at the Women's Reformatory.
Who is it?
A very fine man, Ruby. The parole board's investigated him, and if I were... but I'll let him tell you all about that.
A very fine man. Must be Al Thompson.
That's right. All right, Ruby, you can go in the visitor's room.
Al, you shouldn't.
I'd have been here sooner, Ruby, but I didn't find out about it right away. Here, let me look at you.
That's right, Al. Yeah? Remember how I used to say you took it for me?
You were wrong. You're still wrong. Hey, I didn't expect you to look nearly this well. You've even put on a little weight.
Yeah, I have. A little weight.
Mrs. Wagner said some nice things about you. Said you've been a very good...
The word's prisoner.
Yeah. She says after the day she's moving out of the detention wing into the main building. No more iron bars and doors. Oh, and did she tell you about the parole board?
She said she'd let you tell me.
Now, look, Ruby, I don't want you to think that I've done it for any reason but the real reason. And that is that I love you. I mean...
Thanks, Al. What's it all about?
Well, the parole board has investigated me, and they say they'll let you out in my custody if Ruby, if you'll marry me.
Oh, no.
And I do love you, Ruby. I always have and I always will, so please say you will, please.
No, Al, no. I'll never love but one man. You know that.
Ruby, I'll make you forget Eddie Hall, I swear it. And you don't owe him anything, not a thing. He let you down.
No, I didn't.
Sure, you love him now, but he was bad for you from the beginning.
No.
He ran out on you just when you needed him most. He'll always run out on you.
He's never been any good to you. He never intended to, and he never will.
Stop it, I tell you.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm the one who should be sorry. You've always been a wonderful friend I've had. But Eddie's not really bad. He didn't tell you something.
What is it?
Anything you let me sleep. I keep it with a long time.
Married life.
We were on the way to the preacher one day from the farm. He loves me now. But even if he didn't, I couldn't marry you. Not now.
But why not?
Ed meant to marry you. He would have married me. And I consider myself married to him. And well, I have put on weight, Al. But it's for the reason that married women sometimes do. Put on weight.
Oh, Ruby. Oh, you poor kid. Do they know here in the reformatory?
No. But I have to tell you things.
You won't have to tell them at all, Ruby.
What do you mean?
I mean that I love you, and this doesn't change my love. I want you to marry me.
That's amazing.
Yes, even if you don't love me. You wouldn't want your baby to be born in prison.
No, of course not.
Without a father. Does Eddie know about the baby?
No. Eddie doesn't know. But my baby will have a father someday, Al. I trust Eddie. And I know that somehow, sometimes, Eddie will make things come out all right.
Poor kid. You love Eddie as much as I love you. I just wish I could feel that Eddie deserves even a fraction of your trust.
Oh, but he does, Al. I know.
Well, since you feel that way, there's only one thing left for me to do.
You've done too much for me already.
The cops can't find Eddie, but I think maybe I can.
You wouldn't let him arrest
Well,
you.
you know I wouldn't do that. No, all I can do is tell Eddie about you. And if he loves you as much as you think he does, we'll wait and see what Eddie will do. In one moment, we will return to Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn in the thrilling third act of Hold Your Man. Now for Act 3 of Hold Your Man, starring Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn. A month has passed since Al's visit to the women's reformatory, and since then Ruby has not heard from Al, and she has not heard from Eddie. But now it is late afternoon of Sunday, the visiting day. And Ruby is in the prisoner's recreation room with Bertha and Lily May, two of her roommates.
Ruby, I guess you and me are about the only two that never has a visitor, huh?
Ruby had a visit that time. The fellow wanted to marry her.
There's only one fella that interests Ruby. Oh, Ruby. Yeah, Bertha. If I only knew where he is.
If the cops caught him, you'd have heard about it. Never catch me pinning myself down to just one man. Papa says that's why I'm here. Come to play here this afternoon, Lily May? Sure, every Sunday afternoon, soon as everybody clears out of the chapel.
You being a preacher's daughter, Lily May, I sometimes wonder how you got in here.
Well, it's like I said to Papa one time. I said, Papa, when you preach about sin, you make it sound so attractive, I just can't resist it.
Yeah, your father's a fine old man, Lily May.
I know he is, and I love him, too. But Mama died when I was just a baby, and... Ruby.
Yeah?
Don't you think you ought to tell Miss Wagner about the youth?
Yeah, I suppose I should, but I keep putting it off.
Oh, girls, there you are. Lily May, Reverend Sooner's here. Yes, and I'll go out to the chapel.
Yes. Before you do, come with me to the office a moment.
Yes, Miss Wagner.
Ruby,
Did you notice the funny way she was looking at you? Yes. I wonder if she knows. I know something's up. Yeah. Mrs. Wagner wouldn't come back to herself, not on Virgin Day. She was sent one of the assistant matrons. You suppose you heard about that pack of cigarettes we had in our room? I know. I'm willing to bet one thing. What? Lily Mae's a swell girl. But she'll tell everything she knows without thinking. Now, Lily Mae wouldn't snitch, not if she knew it. And I'll bet you anything she's in the matron's office right now. And I'll bet Mrs. Wagner's pumping us for all she's worth. Did you say Papa's out in the chapel waiting for me with Wagner? Yes, Lily Mae, yes, he is. But before you go out there, well, you know Ruby Adams very well. Oh, Ruby's one of my best friends. We room together. Yes, I know. And I know that Ruby's been trying to hide this. Oh, no, Miss Wagner. Ruby wouldn't try to hide anything. Really, she wouldn't. You got Ruby wrong. I wonder. I have reason to think that Ruby's worried about her brothers. Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. I mean, no, ma'am. Ruby ain't worried about her brother. She hasn't even got a brother. Are you sure of that? Oh, yes, Miss Wagner. Ruby told me herself. She's an only child. Yes, that's the way it is in the record. Now, Lily Mae, come here and look through the window grill into the visitor's room. Yes, Miss Wagner? I want you to take a good look at the man sitting by the corridor that leads out to the chapel. The man in the blue suit, sitting by himself. I'll see him. Do you know who he is? His face is mighty familiar, but I just can't think of his name. And oh, now I know where I've seen him. Yes, Lily Mae. I've seen him in a picture painted on a door of Ruby's locker, and yes, his name is Eddie Hall. And he's wanted for murder. Oh, Miss Wagner, I'd have died before I'd have told you. You did the right thing, Lily Mae. But I didn't mean to tell you. Ruby's my best friend, and if I don't... It's all right, Lily Mae. Oh, all right. But you'll call the police. I know you will. But I have to call the police. It's my duty. Now, Lily Mae, your father's waiting to pray for you in the chapel, so you go on. All right, Miss Wagner. Listen. Miss Eddie.
Huh? What did you call me?
I'm Ruby's friend.
Ruby, where is she?
You can't see her.
I gotta see her. I just gotta see
The
her.
matron knows that Eddie Hall. She's calling the police.
The police?
There's still time for you to get out if you hurry. The matron hasn't told the man at the gate yet. Just go out with the visitors and...
No, I gotta see Ruby.
But you can't see her. The police will get...
I tell you, I'm going to see her. I've got to see her. Listen, you're Ruby's friend.
That's why I'm trying to help you.
If you want to help me see Ruby. Is there some way you can think of?
Wait. Now listen to me now.
Yeah?
Some way I get word to Ruby that she's here.
Where can I hide?
Go down this corridor and across the court to the chapel.
Yeah?
Don't go in the main entrance. Go in the little door on the right.
Door on the right.
That's the little room where the choir puts on their robes. Now hurry.
You tell Ruby?
Somehow. Now hurry.
Thanks. Thanks a million.
Oh, brother, you're scaring out of your grove. You're supposed to be in the chapel. I'm going right now. Now listen, Ruby and I had our feeling that something's wrong, so I switch out to snoop around and get back to Ruby as fast as you can. Eddie Hall's here. Eddie Hall? But the brother? He's hiding in the robing room in the chapel. Tell Ruby if she hurries, she can see him before the police find him. Well, what do I do?
Sure, baby. The naked friend Al found me and told me.
So where's the police catcher?
Let's don't think about that, baby. Let's just think that for a little while we're together.
Let's catch Eddie and Ruby will.
I suppose they will, but seeing you is worth it.
But Eddie will.
Yeah, suppose they will.
Oh, but they can't. You didn't kill Belson. You didn't.
Quiet, somebody will hear us. Now listen to me, baby.
Yeah, Eddie.
No matter what happens to me, no matter what, see, I want you to know that I love you, understand?
Never got it for a second. I told Al so.
Great guy, Al Simpson. Wish there was more like him.
No, I love you just as you are. Listen.
What? find out I just got him.
It's probably with me, too.
It's a matter of time now, baby. Let's make the most of it.
Somebody's coming. Eddie, the door, lock it.
Too late.
Bertha. You're both, Ruby. You shouldn't come here. I couldn't just sit around. I thought maybe there was something we could do. Bertha, this is Eddie.
I suppose there's nothing anybody can do now, Bertha.
Yeah, the gate's closed and it's got guards all around the wall.
Look down before this. And go.
Hey, who's that?
You're going fast, moving fast. And keep to the way you go.
Who is that?
It must be Wade.
You down with you, baby. It's down fresh.
It's for his name, the father.
The father?
He comes every Sunday to pray for little man. He's a minister.
Oh. Too bad he wasn't around the day Belson was killed. Yeah. Too bad he can't marry us now.
Marry? Eddie, he can.
Huh?
I mean, if he will, he can.
But the license...
Yeah, I've got the license right here. He never goes anywhere without it. Even sleeps with it next to a heart. Bertha, do you suppose Reverend Spooner might?
Maybe you mean you've got the license and there's a preacher in there?
Reverend Spooner's a fine old man, Ruby. He might.
We got nothing to lose. Let's find out. How do you get in there?
Through this door. Here, Eddie.
Come on.
Is the wicked all our vessels, O Lord. But there's no evil in her heart. Out of your great and endless mercy, look down on her with pity. Help her that her footsteps may learn the ways of righteousness. Teach her from the storehouse of thy wisdom the ways of honor and of virtue. Look upon her as the least of all the jewels in thy crown. But let her know that she may yet shine forth in your life, if she but beg thy forgiveness with a contrite heart. Tell her that though she has erred, the gate is not yet closed. Excuse me, Reverend.
Reverend Spooner.
Who's this?
Ruby. Papa, it's Ruby.
Ruby?
I told you all about Ruby, Papa.
You did?
She's Ruby, now remember? She's my best friend. She's the one that always helps me when I need help.
Ah, yes, young lady. I want to thank you for the kindness and the friendship that you showed my daughter.
Look, Reverend Spooner. Will you marry us?
Marry?
Please, would you?
But this is not my church. Come to think of it, young man, should you be here?
No, Reverend, I shouldn't. Those sirens, the police are looking for me.
I told you all about Ruby and Eddie Papa. About how they were on their way to get married. And the man was found dead, and Ruby got pent up here, and she's going to have a baby. And
Look, sir, I wouldn't ask you to do something that isn't right.
this is right, Reverend Spooner. Oh, this is right, Papa. And Bertha, and you can be the witnesses. Ruby's got the license. The license they had that day she was
Now,
arrested.
please, young man, you say it'd be right, but would it be right? Why'd it be right?
That's Reverend. I love her. When the police find me, well, I'll probably go to his chair. I want to marry her before it's too late.
And you, Ruby, you love Eddie.
Yes, Reverend Spooner. With all my heart.
Maybe if I stopped to think about this, I wouldn't do it. But I see something in your eyes, both of you, that I like, so I won't stop to think about it.
Papa, you will. You'll marry him.
Eddie, you and Ruby, please join hands.
Maybe we ought to light a candle or something, but it's
Dearly beloved, we is gathered here in the sight of God and man, and in the face of this company, joined together, this man and this woman, in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate. And we
coming this way.
Can't just get some of it, Reverend Spooner, and just marry us?
Wilt thou, Eddie, have this woman, thy wedded wife, to love, comfort, and honor her so long as you both shall live, and to our will.
I will.
Wilt thou, Ruby, have this man, to thy wedded husband, to love, honor...
I will.
You got a ring?
Gosh, no,
Here.
Oh, thanks.
This is my old lady.
All right, now, just place it right on her finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I be wed.
Come on. Here in the chapel.
Papa, don't be such a slowpoke. I'll die if you don't. Papa!
I pronounce you man and wife in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost.
All right, Eddie, it's all over. Stick out your wrist now and don't give me no trouble. Okay, officer? I'm ready. Yeah. Is this the girl, Ruby Adams, Mrs. Wagner?
Yes, that's Ruby. As for these other two, they'll be punished also.
That's all my fault, Mrs. Wagner. And I don't care what you do to me. Because now I'm married.
Yes, Miss Wagner. I just married that Ruby. You just what?
But, Reverend Spooner, you had no authority. Who told you to do that?
I'm not sure, Mrs. Wagner. But I think it was the law.
Married? Now I've seen everything. Okay, Eddie, let's go.
Eddie. Goodbye, Eddie.
Will you do something for me, baby?
Anything.
This is our wedding day. Just let me see you smile. Yeah. Don't tell our kid. Don't tell him his old man went to the hot seat on a murder rap. Murder? The DA washed out that murder rap, Eddie. What? Sure. He nabbed your pal, Slim Farron. Then a man named Al Simpson snooped around and found another witness, one of the tenants. They both swear that Belson stumbled and fell, and you didn't hit him. That means... Doesn't that mean I'm free? Oh, no. No, things are not that easy. There's still a rap for attempted extortion. You'll serve at least a year. A year? Why, a year will be a pleasure.
And remember, Eddie, your wife will be waiting for you. His wife, she says. Listen, Eddie, your family will be waiting for you.
Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn will return in just a moment. If you followed these programs, as who hasn't, you'll know, Pat and Jeffrey, that at this point the stars are condemned to have a conversation with me.
That doesn't sound like such an ordeal, Howard. What sort of conversation do you make?
Well, I usually butter up the stars, tell the radio audience how wonderful they are, then I subtly say something about MGM Pictures.
You don't pan them, I dare say.
You dare say even more than that, Jeffrey. Sometimes I go so far as to praise them. I talk in slogans.
Well, what picture are you going to praise today?
Well, since neither of you are MGM players, it would be awkward to drag in a picture that you've had nothing to do with.
I guess you could manage.
No, I'll pass it up. I'll just resort to the butter about you two. I confess the only picture I've seen you in, Pat, was The Hasty Heart.
I don't know about me, but the picture was a good one, don't you think?
Yes, it was excellent, and more so because of you. As for you, Jeffrey, I just remember you in one picture, A Letter to Free Wives.
Well, I can say the same thing that Pat says. The picture was good.
And I can say the same thing that I said to Pat. It was better because of you.
Thank you, Howard.
And thank you, Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn.
You have been listening to Hold Your Man, starring Patricia Neal and Jeffrey Lynn. Adapted for radio by Wellborn Kelly. Original music composed and conducted by Joel Harris. The program was directed by Mark B. Loeb and produced by Raymond Cass. The supporting cast included Joseph Conway, Mandel Kramer, Bryna Rayburn, Frank Behrens, Eleanor Sherman, Gladys Thornton, and Eric Dressler. Ed Stokes speaking.